under the pinky line. Even though sometimes I disconnect from my guidance system and I don't trust it, or I don't trust myself to follow it, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though I don't always trust my guidance system and I worry I can't access it or I'll get it wrong, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though I disconnect from guidance sometimes and I fear I'll get it wrong or I can't trust my own guidance system, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Repeat after me, or simply say your own words that are more right than what I invite you to. You can tap quietly. You can tap quietly for any single thing that I say. I invite you to say out loud your version of what I'm saying. I don't like any disconnection from my guidance system. Inner eyebrow point. I wish I could just trust it unfailingly, but I don't. Outer eye. I wish it were more clear sometimes. Under the eye. I wish I could trust the nudges I get and the hunches I get and what comes to my awareness without needing it to be crystal clear. Under the nose, I'd like to be more experimental with just following, roughly moving in the right direction. Chin point, which is really the groove. I'd like to follow what feels right for now. Under the collarbone, inner circle. I'd like to trust in my capacity to course correct. Okay, about a hand's width under the armpit, on the side of the ribs. I'd like to get out of ideas of right and wrong with guidance. Crown again. I'd like to be so far out of right and wrong that I know I can't possibly get it wrong. Inner eyebrow. What I can do is meet myself as I am in every moment. Outer eye. What I can do is ask for guidance. Under the eye, I can even just say, show me. Under the nose, I know I doubt myself sometimes. I'd like to doubt myself less. under the clavicle. I'd like to not see self-doubt as a problem. Side of the ribs under the arm. I'd like to bring the self-doubt along if it's there. I'd like to bring fear, feeling muddled, feeling confused. Crown. I'd like to remember that presence lets everything in the room be in the room. Inner eyebrow. I'd like to remind myself more often that there's nothing wrong with me. Outer eye. I'd like to remember that anything I feel, anything I'm going through is just normal human stuff. Under the eye. I know that gets me out of right and wrong too. Under the nose. I'd like to welcome myself to the human race. Chin point. I'd like to get out of false ideas of what it means to be spiritual or good or doing it right. Under the clavicle. I'd like to be more neutral with myself. All human stuff. Side of ribs under the arm. And part of being human is that I am guided. I know how to navigate. I actually know what to do. Top of the head. I don't always know with crystal clarity. Inner eyebrow. I don't know the whole way forward. I don't have a blueprint or a map. Outer eye. I'd like to remember that I don't need those things. Under the eye, top of the cheekbone. I'd like to remember that guidance comes in now for now. Under the nose. I'd like to stay so close to myself and to my actual experience in the moment that I reject nothing. Chin point. I accept my reactivity. I accept my fear. I accept my confusion. I accept my personality tendencies. I accept any perceived patterns. Under the clavicle, I accept my resistance. And I know that resistance includes listing all the reasons I can't have what I want. Under the arm, side of the ribs. I know resistance includes thinking I'll get it wrong. Thinking there's something wrong with me. Thinking I could choose wrongly. Crown. I'd like to be so in love with my human journey, even with no denial about the suffering in it, that I know it's okay. Anything I go through is worthwhile. My guidance will find me anywhere. and I know roughly what to do. And that's enough.